Good morning, good morning to you. How are you all this morning? Hey, it's morning time right now, but whatever time you watch my broadcast, hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, and you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, I want to ask that as we get ready to start 9 for 9 with me, Pastor Carzadean, go ahead and share this message. I also want to appeal to you to please like, follow, and subscribe to Rhema CFM Virtual. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube. God bless you. Hey, this morning we're going back to something we talked about last time, flexibility, part 2. I'll be right back. Hey there. Told you I'd be right back. So I am. Good morning to you. Listen, if you're there, I appreciate you this morning. We've been talking about flexibility, being flexible, the art of being flexible. You hear me? So this is flexibility part 2. Wow. Flexibility, the quality, it says, or standard, the quality of bending easily and without breaking. The quality of being able to flow, to move without it causing harm is what I'm going to say. It says it's a quality, it's a standard, it's excellence. You know, hey, Rhema CFM, living in excellence, we walk in expectation. Flexibility, the ability to be easily modified. Hey, oh my goodness, I am the potter and you are the clay. Sometimes we need to be molded. Sometimes we need to be stretched a little. Sometimes we might need to bend this way or bend that way so that we get it just right. Flexibility, willingness to change or compromise. That's a mindset right there. A willingness to change or compromise. A willingness to understand someone else's pain. A willingness to see what they're going through. Hey, to compromise in a positive way. Hey, there's my cup of positivity. To be able to flow, okay, so that you're not a disruption. So we're talking about a good, flexible thing this morning. We're talking about compromising in a positive manner. We're talking about bending for good and what's for right, okay? Just because you learned it that way, hey, and you find out it's not the right way, there's a time to compromise. There's a time to change. But let me warn you, don't mistake this message because, hey, when you learned it and you know it's right and you know it's good, don't you compromise. Don't you bend for the things that are not. I have to go back to Paul Kagame, and I hope that I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He says, let no one think that flexibility and a predisposition to compromise is a sign of weakness. Let no one think that flexibility and a predisposition to compromise is a sign of weakness or a sellout. I warn you, listen, that people will think that you are weak. People will think that, hey, you're a sellout because you compromise for what's best. You compromise for what's good. You give in a little just for what's best. I'm being specific about that thing now. Listen, when we talk about a predisposition, you hold a particular attitude about something. You're stuck on stupid, some might say. Oops, not meaning to be offensive, but holding a particular attitude about a certain thing. And you know, some of us, we will go to our grave, unfortunately, knowing we weren't right, knowing we were wrong, and we will stand on that thing. We will hold on to it till the end, knowing it's not good. Listen, when we talk about compromising and flexibility, When we're talking about sometimes you got to bend, sometimes it means bowing out. There is a scripture that says, let your response be yay, yay, or nay, nay. That means there's no argument here. I'm going to just let you fester in this thing you're in. I'm going to move out of your way. Hey, but it doesn't mean that I'm a sellout. It doesn't mean that I'm weak. Because I don't come back at you with all you're coming at me with, it doesn't mean that I'm weak. It doesn't mean that I'm a sellout. It means that I want to preserve me. It means that I want to go forward with integrity. You see, sometimes when we're being flexible, it's because we have integrity, because we are living in excellence, because we are working to be the best we can be, and we won't let anybody else or anything else bring us down. So you hold fast to what's right. You hold fast to what's good. You be flexible enough to move and bend right on out of the way of trouble, of hardships, of hard times, of people who may be stubborn, people who may be coming at you, coming after you. You be flexible enough to not have to be so rigid to fight all the time. Because, hey, the battle's not yours anyway. Wow. Good morning out there this morning, people. Hey, how are you this morning? Why don't you drop me a message this morning and just let me know how you can be flexible? Do you know that thing being flexible, Paul reminds us in Philippians 4, 12 through 14. And we talked about this the other day. I know how to be brought low. Paul is flexible, you see. And I know how to abound. In other words, if I've got to bend down or I got to stand up, I know how to do both. If I've got to go low and then I've got to go high, I know how to do both. He says in any and every circumstance, in any and every circumstance, and I'm going to add in every situation, every outcome, everything you're expecting, everything you're believing, in any and every circumstance, even the things that don't come to fruition, that don't come forth, it didn't happen. Guess what? In any and every circumstance, it says, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and facing hunger. Maybe I have a whole lot today and I'm depleted tomorrow. Abundance, oh my goodness, and need. So many people have so much and they don't think they'll ever have a need. But there's going to be a day when you have some type of need. He says, I can do all things. It's my favorite part. Through Christ, who strengthens me. Yet, it was kind of you to share my trouble. Wow. Most of us elude that part of that scripture, that 14th verse. It was kind of you to share my trouble. You see, he's talking to the Philippians and just reminding them that they've been a help to him, that they've done some things to lift him up, and he was flexible enough to let them help him. He was flexible enough to know when he didn't need the help. He was flexible enough, hey, when God sent the sent the assistance, I received the assistance. And sometimes when he holds back, guess what? I'm able to stand, and having done all, to stand anyhow, because I know in my flexible moments, hey, in every situation and circumstance, wherever I am, whatever I'm going through, I'm not alone. Hey, listen, that's my time now. My 9 for 9 with me. I just felt a need to come back and talk about being flexible one more time. So this was flexibility part 2. Hey, let me see who's out there if I can have just a moment. There I go, listening to myself again. Good morning. I see my family this morning. Good morning, my cousins. Good morning, Barbara and Iverna. Good morning, my baby daughter, Jolene. Good morning. Good morning, Trey. I'm not going to call you Franklin today. Good morning. Good morning, Gail. Now, happy birthday to you, or is it your sister's birthday today? One of you has a happy birthday today. And I don't see my FC on this morning, but I want to tell her happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my FC, and everybody who's celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Listen, I can be flexible. I didn't plan that song this morning, but I'm going to be flexible and call somebody else to have just a little joy. But while I'm getting ready for my flexibility, hey, I'm going to get ready for my cup of my tea. And this morning, guys, I'm having a lemon strawberry by Tazo. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, God bless you. Get yourself a cup of positivity. I'll see you next time. Flexibility. Don't be stiff-necked.